on the surface. They're more advanced and they're more telepathic. The environment down there in Shambhala is much more magnetic. So if it's much more magnetic, automatically it's much more receptive and is much more spiritual. Right? That's dealing with the feminine aspect. Because when you get the masculine aspect, that represents active, and that's known in the polarized world as positive. But there's really no positive and negative. That's all polarities to such as good and bad. It's all dealing with perspectives. Everything is one. When you get into higher dimensions, the polarities does not exist. When you get into the higher dimensions, okay, everything is one. Okay, harmony is superior over discord. So when you're talking about Shambhala now, they say that the armies of Shambhala, the armies, okay, these are the prophecies, are going to come on the surface and take over the armies of Shambhala. So what are you talking about? Who's winning? Who's more advanced? If you really know what's going on. Because again, many will doubt, many are called, but few are chosen. And it's not for those people who hear it and don't want to accept or don't even want to research to verify. Okay? Because we're not saying our way and only our way is the truth. All we are saying is that if you look what we are presenting, and if you study it yourself, you will see that it's pointing to the same thing what we are always explaining about. And we are always explaining about that everything comes from us. And who is the us? The real US is the Moorish Americans, because that is the us. Everything is coming from us. Okay? Everything is coming here from the West. Because the West represents Saturn, Capricorn, Moloch. How? Represented by Capricorn. Capricorn Aquarius rules the Northwest. Because after Capricorn is Aquarius. Remember, we said Aquarius is in the Northwest. Capricorn is in the Northwest. Okay? And if you get into your astrology that controls the different nations on the planet, you will see that Britain, so-called Britain or England, has heavy Capricorn energy. Heavy Capricorn energy, because they deal with their laws that they came up with, and they coming up with ruling the seas, which they rule many territories and many lands. Okay, so that's dealing with seafaring, and that's Capricorn energy, seafaring, because it's dealing with the sea goats, which rules Capricorn, symbolizes Capricorn. Okay, and the Moloch, and you have the Molokai Islands. The Molokai Islands, and you have Moloch. So Moloch is Capricorn. Moloch is actually a good thing, but they use Moloch as, in the tarot, it will be called the devil, because in the tarot, Capricorn is ruled by the devil, or symbolized by the devil. And what is the devil functions? Well, they say in the tarot that it is vulnerable to bondage, vulnerable to bind, vulnerable to be a slave to the physical. And what happened to Moloch here? He came a captive on his own land, so he became a slave. He became one of them, a Slav. That's what he became for a temporal time. Yes? And that is dealing with the Capricorn, because again, Saturn is represented by the noose, and that's dealing with the ring or the rope. And who gets lynched, or who got lynched, and who is getting lynched now in the form of killings by security guards, because those are not law and order. Those are security guards for